The number of thefts of catalytic converters is rising. The reason? They can be easily reached, and for thieves, it's a bumper day in the office. Stealing a catalytic converter takes just minutes, but for the victims, it's months of anguish and pain and a hefty bill. This may seem like a normal suburban house, but actually it's home to a dozen exotic pets, including Caesar, a 6-foot crocodile. It's not your average setting for getting together all creatures great and small, but by the looks of things, an animal service is the perfect way for getting bums and tails on the seats here. And we're a massive fan, aren't we, Willow? Yeah, good girl. Come on then, let's go. Although you need the right paperwork before you can own some exotic pets, surprisingly, this doesn't apply to marmoset monkeys. Current laws in the UK allow over 80 species of monkeys to be kept with no background checks and no licence. Campaigners say that this laxity in legislation is leading to serious cases of abuse and neglect.
My name's Jonny Meah and I'm flying to the southeast of France, less than 2 hours from London Gatwick, to Marineland-on-Tille. I want to see for myself exactly what goes on in these parks.
You know, I don't want this to be a propaganda piece. I want everyone to have their chance to have their say on the matter. And I think that's the only way that we can move on. This is the new kid on the beer block, brewed following strict monastic guidelines. It's also the first ever official Trappist ale in the UK.
The boom in the exotic pet trade is largely fueled on social media websites, which provide a way for people to easily advertise the sale of live animals. One of the biggest sellers are marmoset monkeys, which are being bred and sold in Britain.
Jeffrey's marmosets for sale, 2 marmoset males for sale, a breeding pair of marmosets for sale as soon as possible, which makes you question, you know, the conditions that they're in. £1,500 that they're charging for that one. There's a lot of money in it, right?
There's a lot of money in it.
But before she starts, I'm interested in finding out how she deals with resistance to what she believes in.
Because there's always that thin line as well, isn't there? Between you sounding like you're, excuse the term, but a crazy activist.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, to the general public, and also being someone that's actually really informing them about something real and realistic and that they can relate to and believe, you know?
Yeah.
So how do you fight that battle? Now, given the fact that there are many negative connotations when it comes to alcohol and society, were there any concerns on your behalf and your fellow monks? London is often referred to as an urban jungle, but few people realise how true that statement really is. Along with a boom in exotic pets, animal rescue units are reporting a rise in some species being neglected, mistreated, and even abandoned on our streets. Hiya and welcome to episode 2 of A Day with Jonny. Now, when you think of cats in England, you think of a big fat tabby cat, right? Wrong. Where we are in Kent today, we're going to be seeing 5 of the biggest cats in the world, including lions, tigers, pumas, cheetahs, you name it. Where are we? We're at the Wildlife Heritage Foundation.
I can tell Ingrid's passionate, but I'd like to see some more evidence of what she's witnessed, so I've agreed to meet with her later in the day. But first, before I leave tomorrow, I want to try one last time to give Marineland a chance to have their say. But it seems they're making this as difficult as possible. And after waiting and waiting some more, the lady I've been trying to contact for months has come to chat. And somewhat surprisingly, has agreed to an interview in the park tomorrow before we leave.
So that went weirdly well. We've been told, yes, we can have an interview. It's just whether they deliver on their promise. I've got another number to call, which I don't know why I didn't get given it beforehand, but we're going to call them. And hopefully tomorrow we'll have that interview sorted. Brilliant.